Bibliotherapy techniques for self-healing. Major depressive disorder is affecting more than 10% of population worldwide, and the World Health Organization (WHO) anticipated that it will be the first health problem in 2030. Mental illness is the second biggest health problem affecting Malaysians after heart disease since 2020. Community-based strategy is recommended to reduce the stigma associated with mental illness. Sharing mutual concern on these issues as a community strategy in the library, our innovation group came out with an innovation, Bibliotherapy techniques for self-healing. On 19 January 2023, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim announced a policy framework to re-establish the country as a prosperous and respected country. Bibliotherapy techniques for self-healing is relevant with Malaysia Madani, with sustainability and innovation stated in Madani. Data shared by Human Resource Department in Mara stated that the number of people who receive counselling sessions from 2019 to 2021 increased respectively. Bibliotherapy techniques for self-healing. Major depressive disorder is affecting more than 10% of population worldwide, and the World Health Organization (WHO) anticipated that it will be the first health problem in 2030. Mental illness is the second biggest health problem affecting Malaysians after heart disease since 2020. Community-based strategy is recommended to reduce the stigma associated with mental illness. Sharing mutual concern on these issues as a community strategy in the library, our innovation group came out with an innovation, Bibliotherapy techniques for self-healing. On 19 January 2023, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim announced a policy framework to re-establish the country as a prosperous and respected country. Bibliotherapy techniques for self-healing is relevant with Malaysia Madani, with sustainability and innovation stated in Madani. Data shared by Resource Department in Mara stated that the number of people who receive counselling sessions from 2019 to 2021 increased respectively. COVID-19 pandemic that hits the country in 2020 contribute to worsen the mental health issues. Civil servants are also affected by this situation that is reflected in their workplace. What is bibliotherapy? Bibliotherapy is a form of innovation in psychological therapy that focuses on leveraging the power of stories to heal. Its power lies in the relationship that is formed between the reader and the writing and the reflection of the thoughts, feelings, observations, and lessons that the writing provokes. Through a daily journaling practice or a counselling session with a mental health professional or a bibliotherapist or librarian, Bijal 2022. It's the country in 2020 contribute to worsen the mental health issues. Civil servants are also affected by this situation that is reflected in their workplace. What is bibliotherapy? Bibliotherapy is a form of innovation in psychological therapy that focuses on leveraging the power of stories to heal. Its power lies in the relationship that is formed between the reader and the writing and the reflection of the thoughts, feelings, observations, and lessons that the writing provokes. Through a daily journaling practice or a counselling session with a mental health professional or a bibliotherapist or librarian, BIJAL 2022. Types and phases in bibliotherapy. There are 3 types of bibliotherapy in MARA: writing, reading, and listening. And there are also 3 phases in bibliotherapy, which is identification, catharsis, and also vision. Relevancy of bibliotherapy in MARA. MARA's bibliotherapy project supports MARA human resource vision, which is to be the driving force and trigger for the existence of MARA staffs to be competent professionals and trustworthy human capital in line with the demands of MARA's direction. Problem statement. Mental and emotional self-healing among staffs using MARA bibliotherapy technique for better product. Our objectives: number 1, to reduce depression level among employees. Number 2, to reduce anxiety level among employees. Number 3, to reduce stress level among employees. Number 4, to reduce operational costs. And number 5, to reduce manpower. These are the flows of bibliotherapy techniques implemented in MARA since 2021. Currently, there are all 90 libraries operated in MARA education institution providing services to staffs and students as below. Computerized system for circulation, borrowing, returning, renewal, and booking, reference material, mainstream newspapers, and so on. When feeling stressed with everyday routine, staffs and students often go to the library to take a break and to rest. Now, our library offers more than just books. We can screen your emotional state and prescribe the best book for you as a medicine. MARA Knowledge Center or library provides books for mental well-being according to specific themes such as health recovery, mental health, family issues, pandemic and diseases, self-esteem, peace of mind, acceptance and healing, lost loved ones, teenager issues, and also cancer survivors. The flow of process for MARA bibliotherapy technique starts with number 1, screening HTP test. HTP test is the house 3-person drawing test to create a picture of a person's cognitive, emotional, and social functioning. This test was done on 21st January 2023 at MARA headquarters, involving more than 20 staffs. Let me show you how it's done. Each participant was provided with 3 sheets of paper and pen. Participants were instructed to draw a tree with 4 rules. Number 1, the tree drawing test is not a test of drawing techniques, and the drawing does not need to be aesthetically pleasant. Number 2, the tree does not need to appear lifelike. Before drawing a tree, close your eyes and meditate for half a minute. Number 3, draw the tree that appears in the meditation. If there is no tree in the meditation, open your eyes and draw the tree that is most appealing to you. Number 4, after completing the drawing, write down your nickname at the right top of the paper. Repeat this process with drawing a house and also a person. Let me show you our screening results. 75% or 18 staffs drew tall tree. This indicates that the individuals with better development, high mental energy levels, and sufficient self-confidence and motivated. 4% or only 1% draw very small size house, tree and a person with hands tied at the back. This shows the symptom of depression, helplessness, feelings of uselessness, lack of interest, loss of interest and pessimism. And it has been suggested that the values concerning the size of the tree, such as the height and width of the whole tree, height and width of the crown, and number of occupied areas were significantly lower in the depression. 12% or 3% drew short and small trunk. This indicates that 12% subjects have depression that reflect their personality traits, including depressed motivation, low self-esteem, lacking of vitality, lacking of self-control, dependence, withdrawal, disagreement, and self-destruction. 16% or 4% drew a person without hands. This shows that 4% has low affectivity and aggressiveness. Data collected helps us to understand their emotions and prescribe the suitable bibliotherapy books for them to read. We also encourage them to express their feelings through writing by joining our bibliotherapy writing workshop organized yearly. Writing is also a form of therapy to help them in self-healing. For serious case, as in sample number A10, we make a report to the counsellor in MARA for close monitoring and further actions.
Yang saya buat semalam, lukisan cuba tengok yang first kali ni. Ni pokok saya yang saya lukis rimbun. Maksudnya rimbun ni saya seorang yang banyak idea. Saya seorang yang banyak idea. Lepas tu saya tengok saya punya lukisan batang pokok ni besar. Ini menggambarkan saya seorang yang yakin. Buku Bibliotherapy Cluster Self-Esteem. Ini ada contoh-contoh bukunya.
Ini saya ceritakan saya punya kekuatan. Kekuatan satu. Dan lagi satu, ada dua. Tapi berlainan versi lah. Second cluster. Adalah Acceptance and Heal. Itu buku seperti berikutlah.
We move on to technique number 2, which is the writing workshop. Also have experienced a traumatic or extremely stressful event, expressive writing, guided purposely towards specific topics, can have a significant healing effect. In fact, participants in a study who wrote about their most traumatic experiences for 15 minutes, 4 days in a row, experienced better health outcomes up to 4 months than those who were instructed to write about neutral topics. For individuals who have experienced a traumatic or extremely stressful event, expressive writing, guided purposely towards specific topics, can have a significant healing effect. In fact, participants in a study who wrote about their most traumatic experiences for 15 minutes, 4 days in a row, experienced better health outcomes up to 4 months than those who were instructed to write about neutral topics. Bibliotherapy in reading is a process which a book is prescribed to a person experiencing a real-world problem. Bibliotherapy is also now seen as a healthy way for a reader to release emotions and build empathy for the character who faces a similar dilemma. Scientists are now showing how bibliotherapy can be used to increase mental well-being. Besides material for reading, we also come out with audiobook and also e-book. Audiobook is in line with bibliotherapy in listening. Therapeutic listening is a comprehensive, multifaceted, sound-based approach that involves much more than just the ears. Like other sensory systems, the auditory system does not work in isolation. Neurologically, it is connected to all levels of brain function, and as a result, it has a vast range of influence.
Pemergian yang tidak dijangka. Jeffrey bin Kamaruzzaman. Telefon bimbitku berbunyi.
After that, we go on with the book testing. Besides doing the DAS-21 psychometric test, we also conduct a didactic analysis. These tests were conducted by Mara, counselor and librarian, using pre and post survey DAS-21 to test participants' levels of stress. And the results shows that the depression level reduced 2.9% from 54.3% to 51.4%. Anxiety level reduced 17.1% from 45.7% to 28.6%. Stress level reduced 14.2% from 94.2% to 80.0%. Besides that, we find out that bibliotherapy techniques in Mara has the cost-saving impact. Compared to the previous program conducted by counseling program, it involves 90,170 ringgit. Compared to our bibliotherapy technique, only costs 19,000. This is a great saving cost, which is 79% less. As for the program implementation, our program only involves 22 days compared to the program by counseling units, which is 75 days per year. This also shows that 75% lessen the time taken for implementation of the programs. This also indicates the saving of manpower, 82.8%. Since the program bibliotherapy conducted by us only involves 71 persons compared to counseling program, which needs the manpower of 413 persons. So it indicates that operational cost is reduced 79%, manpower reduced 82.8%, and duration of program is reduced 75%. Intellectual properties. Our technique, bibliotherapy technique, is already filed in MyPo with the copyright number LY2023W00181, and also ISBN number 978967226471. Besides the publication of books, our library also has this bibliotherapy corner. This bibliotherapy corner is designed with suitable furniture and color to create serene ambience, inviting environment, and equipped with bibliotherapy books collection by team. Replication. The Bibliotherapy Mara technique was started in 2022, and our books was distributed to 90 libraries in Mara and few public sectors libraries in Ministry of Rural Development, University of Malaya, RISDA, DBKL, Malaysian National Library, Bernama, and also PPAS, which is Perbadanan Perpustakaan Awam Selangor, and also UniKL. Our bibliotherapy techniques books has high commercial opportunities because surprisingly there are demands for our books to be used by other agencies. We have sold this Hikmah Saat Uji book, which is our first book, for RM20 per copy, and 200 units were sold. As for our second book, which is titled Bangkit and Berlari, we received also positive feedbacks. This book has been improvised and it cost RM35 per copies. And 200 units were sold. Market potential outside Mara is very high and good. As you can see, this is all the pictures during exhibition in the Ministry of Rural and Regional Development, where we have Datuk Sri Ramlan Harun, which is our KSU, attending this event that congratulate us. And also we have positive feedback from Dr. Mala that says that this book is very interesting and really worth buying. And also we have exhibitions held in Mara HQ during Bulan Counselling, which is Counselling Month. Okay. And we have good impact from our staffs saying that this book has been a great help to them. Market potential outside Mara is good, such as for Bernama, University Malaya, UKM, KKDW, which is our Ministry of Rural Regional Development, PPAS, PNM, DBKL, RISDA, Ketengah, Kesedah, and so on. As for potential market size, we are confident that these books, our bibliotherapy books, can penetrate to overseas market such as Frankfurt Book Fair, London Book Fair, Indonesia Book Fair, but this book has to be translated in various languages. As for TRL, these bibliotherapy books or our bibliotherapy techniques consist of TRL Innovation Product number 9 because our prototype has already been tested and approved at real environment. This book has been distributed to all 90 Mara education institutions and can be used by librarians and counselors using DAS-21 questionnaires to detect depression, anxiety, and stress level. The book is also used as a treatment to reduce depression, anxiety, and stress level because it consists of all the 3 phases stated before, which is identification, catharsis, and also insight. Replication. Our bibliotherapy books has been distributed to 90 Mara education institutions and 16 agencies. Now the books has been used as our added value services in our libraries, used by librarians and counselors to apply the bibliotherapy technique. Monitoring and standardization has been done by our officers to make sure that these books has good impact on our staffs. There are 4 centers in College Mara, 10 centers in KKTM, 14 centers in IKM, and also 7 centers in College Professional Mara and 55 centers in Maktab Rendah Sains Mara. So all of these centers have received the copies of the books and they have undergone the test using the DAS, and also they have a very nice bibliotherapy corner as a service to all the staffs. What is the bibliotherapy impacts? There's a lot of impacts. Reducing mental health cases in organization, creating more editors and also writers among MARA staffs, good reputation for MARA, of course, since number 4, strategic connections, commercialized to other institutions, management supports, upgrade services in libraries, and also collaborations with education institutions. We have accreditation by agencies such as Persatuan Bibliotherapy Malaysia, PERBIMA, Unit Counselling MARA, Persatuan Counselling dan Psikologi MARA, which is PK MARA, and also Akrab MARA. And also collaborations with few agencies such as PERBIMA, UiTM, Universiti Islam Antarabangsa Malaysia, UKM, Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia, bernama PK MARA, Akrab, and also Big M, which is a consultant who helped us to produce this book. Let us show you our success story that we have since last year. We have won gold medal in Malaysia Technology Expo MTE SDG Sustainable Development Goal 2022. We also won gold award in iMaratech 2022, which is innovation competition in MARA. Besides that, we are pleased to announce that we also won gold award in a Ministry of Rural and Regional Development KKDW during Anugerah Inovasi Kementerian. Besides that, we are proud to share that we won 2 STARS Accreditations Award in International and Creative Circle ICC Malaysia Road to Beijing. And also, our librarians won the Gold Award Mentor-Mentee Program. As for testimonies, our book was recognized by prominent persons such as Dr. Rozanizam Zakaria from UIAM, which is a physicist, Dr. Kartini Ilyas, clinical psychologist UITM, Rafida Abdul Aziz, which is the president of PERBIMA, Persatuan Bibliotherapy Malaysia, and also Mimi Saleh, a writer and an entrepreneur. And our project has approval letters of the effectiveness and standardization of the library therapy program throughout the MARA centers, as below. Here are some testimonies from our readers. Lastly, we hope to serve better year and year throughout the years for MARA in our library as added value for all the staff, and also to give better services for all MARA staffs.